Morning. We are out in beautiful Dripping Springs today, and I am taking a look at a red oak, which unfortunately has Hypoxylon canker, which we are seeing all over the city, whether that is from freeze stress a couple years ago or a lot of drought stress from last year with the extreme heat. I'm going to take another video here in a second, and our wonderful Janine will splice it together to make it look a lot better than I can, but I'll show you some of the telltale signs. And on some trees we can try to prune it out and see if we can mitigate the spread of it. On a tree like this, it's pretty clear that there's only one recommendation for this disease, and we'll show you some of those reasons. Okie dokie, so here is that red oak. First thing to notice is we are well into spring, so everything else in the area is nice and green, but we come over here, no canopy left in this whatsoever. You can see we get over to the bark, and a lot of the bark has already popped off, leaving these really nasty lesions. And if I remember correctly, this is actually the fungal spore. So this is a telltale sign that Hypoxylon has really made it all the way through that tree. No cure that I'm aware of. So once we see it, we have to recommend removal. Fortunately for them, we've got a wide open drop zone. It's right next to the street, so it's not going to be too bad of a cost on it. The one thing with this is on the larger trees, this does spread relatively quickly on the red oaks, and a lot of times it'll work its way from the top down, maybe from an old wound, but what we notice is that it makes the tree extremely brittle very quickly. So when you do see this, get an arborist out there ASAP to give you a prognosis on it and see if basically if they can get it down same year while there's still some holding wood on it, versus having to do it 2 or 3 years later when they're probably going to recommend bringing a crane out and just being a lot more expensive to deal with.